This is the membership site which you'll be taken to if you're not logged in. And you can see it gives you a big sales pitch asking you to join Science Tutor Online. But whether or not you join or whether or not you're already a member, I suggest you sign up for the free weekly science learning tips. You just go down to the bottom of the membership page and enter your email. But now let's log in and see what we've got here. So I've got my iPhone here and I'm on sciencetutoronline.com, and you'll notice up at the very top of the page it says login, and that's where you can just touch that spot to log in. If for some reason that doesn't appear on your device, you can also scroll down and you'll only have to go through 5 posts, and then you'll see a menu that says meta, and the very first item on the meta should be login. So you can do that there, or you can go on the top. Depending on the device you're using, the meta menu might also be on the right side. But anyway, we're going to click login, and now we will log in to Science Tutor Online. Once you've typed in your username and password, you'll see the login button off to the right. I'm showing you this because if you have your phone vertically, you'll have to actually slide over a bit to get to that login button. So let's log in. And it's important to log in because a lot of the content on Science Tutor Online is only visible if you are logged in. If you go to some of those sites and you're not logged in, you'll get to the membership site where you'll get a sales pitch asking you to join Science Tutor Online. But you've already joined, so you shouldn't have to do that. Anyway, now we're on the site, and you'll notice Science Tutor Online always logs you in and takes you directly to the groups. And this is where you can start a group discussion, or participate in one that already exists, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. First, I want to go to a couple other features that are worth knowing about. At the bottom of every page you'll see categories. Most of these are just videos which I make for my high school students, and I put them for free on YouTube. But there are a lot of things here that aren't available to people who aren't a member. One of these is the competitions. These are opportunities to compete in order to gain some prestige and oftentimes get money as well. And if you win some science competitions, that's a great way to set off your career. Also, further down we've got scholarships. There are millions of dollars in free money for college or further studies, and you should get some of that money, especially if you've taken the effort to learn more than the average student does, which is what you've done by joining Science Tutor Online. So the competitions and scholarships, most of them are reserved just for members of my website. So those are 2 important benefits you get. But most important of all, you'll get into the groups. If you'd like to create your own group, just click on Create a Group, and I'm going to do that right now for test. Create a group. And let's see, details, group name, I'm going to call this group, what could I call this? I'm interested in learning a little bit more about math to help me understanding science. In fact, I've started studying calculus at the age of 45. So let's say science math. And group description, just write a few words about this group. I'll just say math that helps with science. And then create group and continue. And now I've created a group about math for science. And I can begin to choose settings. Okay, privacy options. Now remember, this is a public group. That doesn't mean it's public for everybody on the internet. That just means any site member can join this group. So that means people who are already members of Science Tutor Online can join this group. This is a private group. If you really want people, if you really want to screen out the people who are in your group, you can choose a private or hidden option. And one time you might want to do this is, for example, if you're working on a particular scholarship or a science competition, and you don't want just anybody to see your site, you have a few people that you're collaborating with, you can create your own private group, and you guys will be the only ones who can see it. And you'll have to invite members. This one I'm going to leave it open. All group members are allowed to invite others. I want this open because in this case, the more heads involved, the better, and so I'm going to keep this group open. Then you can always go back to the previous step if you need to. I'm going to click Next Step because I want to continue on. The group forum. Do you want to create a discussion forum? I'm going to say yes, I want this group to have a forum. That way I can post a question, someone else can give an answer. There are other options you can play with. We'll show those in another video, but let's go to the next step. Now we are at the avatar, and you can choose and upload a file from your computer to do this. I'm not going to do it now, but you just click on choose file now, but you can upload anything you want for the avatar for your group. And this is what people will see next to your group. So let's go to the next step. Now invites. Okay, you can invite people. At this point I'm not going to invite anyone because this group is public for members of Science Tutor Online. They will see it, and I'll just let people join on their own volition. If you have people that are on Science Tutor Online that you want to have in your group, you can of course send them invites. But now we'll click finish, and our group has been created. Look at some other options on the menu. So click on menu. Having trouble again. Okay, I'm going to go down to groups, and now let's look at discussions. Now discussions does something interesting. If you have a question or you're looking to see what people have already said about a topic, you don't want to go looking through every individual group. You can just look and you'll see all the questions and topics from all the different groups. For example, plate tectonics, mass versus weight. So these are some questions that people have asked or some topics people are discussing from all groups. So you're seeing things right away without having to look in the individual group. So if you're not sure which group your question will go into, you can put it like that. Now let's go back to groups, and I'll show you how you can ask a question on Science Tutor Online. So now I'm in my science math group. There's no avatar yet because I haven't uploaded one. And it asks, what's new in science math, Gene? I'm going to add a question here. I'm going to ask, can you explain differentials? And I'm going to post my update. And now when someone else joins this group, they'll see that Gene Farrell, or Farrell Gene, has posted this question. Can you explain differentials? Hopefully someone will have a response or an answer. Now this is going to be a very linear process. Then someone's going to respond, and then I can respond to their response, and so on. If you want a more comprehensive approach, go to the forums and create a new topic in the forums. And let's say we have a question about physics. Now there's already a physics group, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to join the group first of all. So now I'm going to click on physics. So if I want to pose a question, I can just go, what's new in physics, Gene? And that's a quick way to do this. Or I can click on the forum option right here. So I go to the forum, and when the forum comes up, I will see a lot of different questions from my homework, mass versus weight. Maybe one of my questions is already here. If I wanted to know about mass versus weight, perhaps I could read this discussion and I'll have all my answers. But if I want to put a new one, I can click on new topics. So new topic. After I select new topic, I just scroll down to the bottom, and here is a place to start putting my information. So for my title, my new topic, I want to ask about tension. I'm studying physics, so let's type in tension. Oops, my cat is trying to get in on this. Okay, here, scooch over, buddy. Hang on. Okay, so tension. So put tension as my title. That's my topic. Now the content, I'm going to put my question itself. Is the tension always equal on both sides of a pulley? Is the tension always equal on both sides of a pulley? How do you know? In this content area, you can also post photos, and in another video I'll show you how you can take a picture of your homework or your textbook and post it here so that people can look at it and hopefully give you some suggestions and ideas. If I wanted to post a picture of a pulley or something like that, or a diagram that I drew, I could do that in the content area here. But I'll show you how to do all that in a future video. In the meantime, we've got our question, we've got content. For tags, you can put whatever you want in the tags. That just helps people find the topic. I'll just write pulley. I don't need to write tension because that's already there. And now I'm going to click Post Topic. And now my topic is available for everyone else in Science Tutor Online to see, and hopefully someone can give me the answer that I want.